Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it finally happened. Blizzard has stepped up and unleashed a massive ban wave on botted accounts and all that crazy stuff in Hearthstone. We're gonna go over it. There's been accusations of innocent people being banned and all that. We're gonna go over like what exactly is going on, and if you happen to have had your account accidentally or for some reason banned, what you can do about it, as well as a balance patch has been confirmed, and we'll give a rough idea of the possible timing of it. We don't know what it's going to be, we just know it's going to be happening before rotation. If you enjoy the content on this channel and you want to stay tuned on when that balance patch is going to happen and all that good stuff, we're probably going to be talking about the next expansion announcement. I think I've got the date on when that's going to happen. Anyways, hit that sub button down below, give the video a like, it helps us out a lot as we're on the road to 80,000 subscribers. So Play Hearthstone tweeted this out yesterday. We've just completed a massive bot ban to keep the ladder as organic as possible. Read the details, and you know the botting situation is bad with the main Hearthstone Twitter account. It's got to tweet it out. Normally this would just kind of go under the radar and like the forums, but no, they flat out tweeted it, posted the forum link, and basically it states this: throughout the last year, we shared several updates with you about our ongoing fight against unauthorized bots in Hearthstone. This year, we plan to keep the fight and the updates coming. Yesterday, we dropped the largest ban hammer the Tavern has ever seen, several times the size of our previous ban waves. Over 135,000 accounts were actioned, targeting bot accounts that real players are most likely to run into on the ladder. If you're not aware, there's bots all over the place, but particularly Standard and Wild. Standard's like Holy Death Knight bots, Wild's even Shaman bots, and it just feels really bad when you're trying to get a game against a human being and you're facing those people all the time. In addition to this latest action, we actioned about 60,000 accounts throughout the month of January for botting. So I guess on top of that, we also banned some bad actors who are using malicious third-party software to cheat in heroic duels. If you forgot about that, that was with the last major patch where people were like using merc cards and like one mana deal 300 damage weapons. It was ridiculous. They turn off heroic duels, it's back up. But yeah, they hit those guys pretty hard apparently too. We remain committed to ejecting these disorderly patrons from our friendly tavern. Is it friendly when I'm getting barrels of sludge flinged at me all day? Come on, Blizzard. And we're going to keep taking these type of actions throughout the year and beyond. So they're staying committed to stepping this up. That's really good to see. We'll see real players in the tavern, and if you think about botting, we'll see you too. So they're taking this seriously. I'm very happy they're being vocal about this, and this, yeah, again, a huge ban hammer. Will this have a major impact in the game? That remains to be seen. I will say I played like an arena shortly after this was announced, and I faced a couple of those super drafts and all that stuff from botted accounts, and I've been hearing about people just queuing in a Wild still facing even Shaman, but maybe those numbers will go down. And again, it's really important to hit that report button for any account you fear or think have suspicion are botting, because the more information they get, the better they can get an idea of these people and their ways of getting these accounts. So hit that report button when you can. Celestalon was asked on Twitter, he's like the features lead or something like that. He's really into working on this stuff, and they basically was asked, great news, may I ask what steps are taken to identify the bot accounts? And Celestalon responded with, a massive part of being able to keep identifying bots involves not letting the botters know exactly it is that they do that gets them caught. So I understand the curiosity, but for that reason, we won't be sharing details exactly how we identify bots. So it's important to get those reports in, to give them that information. And yeah, if they know, if the people that are botting know exactly what Blizzard's looking for, it's a lot easier for them to get around it. So again, we'll have to see the impact of the whole thing, because it's been really bad. If you take a look at Standard in particular, it's like historical level botting right now. now. Standard Americas, 3,300 legends, right? Like, it's not, that's the normal amount. Look at Asia Pacific, 24,000 legends. It's the 8th. It's the 8th of the month. We're on pace for possibly 200,000 APAC legends, mostly bots. So we'll see if this slows down at all. Be very curious. That'll be a one way of kind of telling it. And it's also, I didn't even realize this when I made my video prior. It's the exact same thing in the arena. Arena, you have to have 30 runs completed, and then you get on the arena leaderboard. There's 25,000 people there on the Asia Pacific. If you look at the Americas, it's like considerably less, like 8,700. And again, all you have to do is look at the bottom of the leaderboards. It's all like those, barcode-ish gibberish names like 0.02, meaning they mass retired like 30, 40, 50 runs, whatever, got that dream deck, played it, and they average out to a 0.02 average. It's ridiculous to see how many of these counts. That's why there's so many of those super drafts out there. You run into them all the time. There's so many of these accounts. So we'll see if these numbers slow down at all with this ban wave, but at least they're doing something, right? It's something I think we all can agree is better for the game, unless you just like farm those bots like for achievements like I have, or free wins or whatever. Like, that could be okay, but when every game is against a bot, when you play in the arena, it's just unfair to face these, these cheaters. Like, there's so many of these accounts. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's endless. It's thousands upon thousands of accounts. So it's like, how much of a dent is this massive ban wave gonna make? I hope it is significant. Ridiculous Hat also tweeted out some other updates. Two major things today. He did say that banned a bunch of bots, but if you remember, we talked about it, or a couple videos ago, the ranked rewards were bugged. Basically, the twist rank carried over from season end, even though there was no twist season last season. And if that happened to be your higher rank above standard wild, you got no ranked rewards. If that did happen to you and you got no ranked rewards last month, you should have got them now. You should have gotten them now. If you didn't, you need to let Ridiculous Hat know. If you can get onto Twitter or whatever, I will link this tweet down below. He says to let him know, right? So just reply to this tweet with your information, but you should have gotten your rewards by now. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, before I get into the last thing I want to talk about, there's also the thing of like innocent people being banned, right? There was this thread put out before the announcement, because this went live, this whole ban wave went live a little bit sooner before they actually put it out there, about adventure farming. Anyone else just get their account suspended for a week for this. Got an email saying my account was suspended for exploiting game design. I would normally start an adventure, close Hearthstone, and return after 30 minutes and concede. Just wondering if this is no longer allowed. And it was posted down below. There was people asking questions, and basically Ridiculous Hat is like going above and beyond, responding in this Reddit thread, saying probably a lot of assumptions are wrong. Basically, it was saying like people got banned for mercs and all sorts of stuff. Basically, how it was asked, is it, can you not farm XP in solo adventures? Is that an exploit, even if you do it manually? And community manager Ridiculous Hat did say, I would say that intentional exploitation of a game's economy is at the very least unwise, but I also do not believe we banned anyone that was just doing AFK solo adventures. So basically what people would do after mercs got nerfed, the same thing they would do in mercs. Start an adventure, leave it for like 29 minutes, come back, end it, and then they got like 100 XP, I think, something like that. We'll have a post about it soon. He's talking about the ban wave. We were very, very thorough on how we verified activity that deserves punishment. I wouldn't believe everything you read on the site from the culprits claiming to be victims. And there are a lot of people that go out and say, oh, I was just, basically farming. And then they'll admit, well, I used a clicker, or something like that. But there are going to be innocent people caught into this. So I've asked the devs, I asked Ridiculous Hat himself, and he said the best thing you can do if you feel like you've been unjustly banned, or banned for 7 days or permanently or whatever, is to file a complaint or a report to Blizzard customer service. And I've even seen posts of people that have had their account reinstated if there's issues with that. And again, it was asked here as well to Ridiculous Hat, you are right that some might claim they didn't bot, even though they did. So exploiting the game's economy will only get a temp ban, and botting like ranked will get a perma ban, right? What could I get away with? I mean, I AFK mercs all the time. I didn't get banned. I've played the game so much. Like, if anyone's gonna be detected as a bot, bot, you'd think it'd be me, and my account is completely fine, and they wouldn't have a content creator exclusive thing in there. Plus, if it's me, they'd love to hit that ban hammer, right? Anyways, it said it would be in my best interest to make declarative statements here about security actions and our code of conduct. You already see that my reply to you has people making demands of me from throwaway accounts. I'm not going to set any kind of hard line since I'm neither a lawyer nor part of customer service. There'll be a post about this again on the channels. If anyone wants advice, I would say the best thing to do is to play the game. If what you're doing with the client does not involve play the game, probably don't do it. That's the safe choice. So he's saying, you know, you can AFK at your own risk. Maybe something will happen. I've been told that if you just AFK, solo adventure, whatever, you should be safe. But again, they can do whatever they want. You never know. And it's not like Hat's the one acting on this. So he's just like, play it safe if you can. So yeah, again, if you got banned or something like that, Blizzard customer support is the way to go. And if we click on Ridiculous Hat's name here, we click on this, we'll note there was a thread here called, do you think a balance patch coming at any point before the rotation? Pretty much the title. I was wondering if Team 5 will address the meta or leave it like that until March, April. March is when we're like March 11th is when we're expecting expansion. I won't lie, it feels like pure garbage since the mini set release. Even worse since the patch. I disagree. I actually much prefer Sludge Warlock, Control Warrior over just Druid and Roguestone. But I mean, that's completely your flavor, right? But I've been enjoying it more, at least for me. It's Control Warrior, Sludge Warlock, and Plague DK. Also Rainbow Deatheye. But regardless, is there going to be a patch coming? And Ridiculous Hat did reply, I do think so. Yes, we're expecting to have a balance patch before rotation. I hope you're having a good day and I like what you've done with your hair. So we are expecting one more balance patch before rotation. What he did say and didn't mention is that is it going to be before the expansion announcement or the reverts? I have a feeling the expansion announcement will be next week. I have an idea on the day. We'll probably talk about that tomorrow. And I would expect a balance patch probably a week after that. And we'll probably speculate on those nerfs and all of that soon. But I would not hold my breath expecting a balance patch next week. I'm thinking it's much more likely the week after. Is that way too late? Yep, I agree, but that's probably what's going to happen, at least based on my speculation, which will follow up probably in tomorrow's video, but we're already running pretty late. So there you go, massive ban wave. You'll love to see it. Let me know if you feel like you're facing any less bots in the comments down below, or again, if you need to report stuff, Blizzard support, talk to Hat on Twitter, those are things are linked down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.